Hey, Decathlon Gamer, welcome back to the weekly review special for week 39 of the Gaming Decathlon competition. This week I brought in 3,392 points. A decent little jump, almost 200 points higher than a week ago, but well short of our best round score of 4,648, though only 1,300 points away is actually the closest we've been in quite a while. Current virtual best, 3,514, up again by the same margin as the overall weekly score went up by, but the all-time virtual best is once again unchanged this week. Though I have a feeling that pretty soon something might crack that list. Breaking down the 10 games individually, PCM 20 in the career mode, 98 point jump from a week ago, now at 417, current record. Not too far off from the season end, and the majority of the points for the season are now scored. These last 2.5 months of the season go by really fast. There's fewer races. I quick sim more of them, so I'm scoring less points than what I normally get. So don't expect a lot more, but we might crack 500 this season. I think there's a good chance of that anyway. I don't know if we'll get over 600, but I think we'll definitely get to 500 anyway. We still have La Vuelta. But the reason for the jump, the 98 points, Tour de France. I won the King of the Mountains jersey. I took second in the points classification. I took second in the under 25s jersey. And managed to get 12th place in the overall. And won a single stage, which happened to be the Champs-Élysées, the final stage, in surprising fashion. If you've not seen the final episode of the Tour de France portion, it was 11 episodes. The one marked Finn. Holy cow, go back, check it out. It was awesome. That was from Monday, by the way. But also, we had the signing period. If you're not caught up, I won't break down too much, but the expected disappointment, yeah, it came to fruition. In the All-Rounder series, continuing to make progress, continuing to make gains, little things, bit by bit, KOM jerseys, sprint points, just eking our way along and doing way more than what our riders should be doing. So it's all in all, it's been good, but we sit on 245 points. Valley Old Farm, I think this is the one on the verge of a huge jump. For one thing, we saw a decent jump from 200 points to 265 this week. It is back. It's been 3-4 weeks since I put an episode in with that. Of course, the CPU being down, the primary reason. Didn't get it back in last week because I got the CPU a little late. Didn't get it in on the day it was supposed to be this week. So I was still playing catch up and had some work to do on that series before I could even get to recording. But we're coming up on the end. We did cotton this week. There's still more cotton to do off camera. There's still more bales to sell off camera. But then the cotton and all of the crops in the silos are going to be sold. I'm guessing that maybe by next week we'll be doing the final episode. Could be the week after, but it's looking like next episode is going to be the end of the series, which means we're going to be raking in all the cash. Now, the $3 million payoff, that's 600 points. We are 1.325 million paid off. So 1.5 is halfway. That's 300 points. Full amount. So every 5,000 is worth 1 point. We're at 240 right now. That's 600 points. The other 400 are how early we paid it off. We're already past the point of potentially getting maximum points. It was going to be, was it middle of summer or something like that was the maximum, would have been the maximum 400 points. But right now it's only the second day of autumn, and we're just 2 or 3 days away from being done with everything. So at that rate, we're looking pretty dang good for paying it off pretty early. So I could end up with 800 or 900 points. So it's nice to see a series come to fruition, get to the end. For the FS19, I tried to build an audience and started a new series. First episode, new map just released those days, and small view count. And then the next one, small view count. For the viewer base that I have, for those of you watching this, most of you probably haven't seen any of the FS19 videos. The main reason is it's a different audience, and it's a diverse audience that has so many people posting content that have been doing it a long time. If I did nothing but FS19, I would build an audience at some point, but it takes much longer than some of the others, as like I said, there's hundreds of people posting content on FS19, and I got into the party much too late. So this is going to do it for FS19. I'm just glad to get all the way through one. Grand Tactician Civil War still inactive this week. That series itself is done, as the game has had too many updates and it's not playable anymore. But I am planning one of these days, maybe next week, possibly. I want to record all day long, morning through evening, and record as many episodes as I can manage, and do hopefully one complete campaign, and then split it up into a bunch of episodes and present it that way. Because the game goes through too many updates, too many game-breaking updates that just make it unplayable for other than a short period of time, maybe a week, 2 weeks at most. PGA Tour 2K21, making some progress there into the Corn Ferry Tour. So that's 100 of the points by getting into the Corn Ferry Tour. PGA Tour is another 100 points. So bulk of the points for the game are based on your ranking. The rest of the points are based on what tour you're in. That's 200 points. And then up to 100 points for leveling up. 10 of those points are for being level 10. Actually, it's 11 now. Yes, level 11. The 5 points are ranking points. All coming from our first tournament. Our second tournament didn't go so well. I had one small stretch where it just kind of fell apart. Lost a bunch of strokes. Had a -1 through 12 other holes. It was great, but just couldn't put together 18. On that all-time virtual best side, none of these are in the top 10, like I said. But PCM20 career mode, up to 21st. Valley Old Farm jumps to 33rd. And like I said, it's going to jump a lot next week. Very well could be in the top 10. But it could be the week after. But most likely will reach the top 10. I expect it to. And then now up to 37th is the All-Rounder Series. That outside looking in, Civil War is only 5 points behind that All-Rounder Series. And it was second on this list just a week ago of those outsiders. Now it slips to 4th. That does it for this review special, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Enjoy your week and be safe out there. Bye for now.